All right, welcome to Real Talk. I'm the co-host Alex Brown, and I'm here with my man Allyn Johnson.
Yeah,
the great Allyn Johnson. What's up, baby?
How you doing, man?
How you feel, man?
I'm good, man.
All right, I'm here at Allyn Johnson's studio, and decided to come on in and interview him for the upcoming show with him, Mark Walker, and Tony.
Tony Walker. Yeah.
Tony Walker.
The two Walkers.
So, two Walkers, right?
Yeah.
So we got three of the greatest musicians in the DMV area. So we want to make sure we kind of pay homage, and we just want to get some general information and just get this interview cracking, man. So welcome to Real Talk.
Hey, man, my pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Glad to be here.
Hey, man, let's just jump into it, man. Tell us how you got started.
Got started in music. From what I told, I was started in church playing music. Actually, at the age of 5.
Okay.
You know, my parents, well, my mother, you know, took me to church and heard the piano player there,
Okay.
and she saw I had some musical aptitude and
All
bought me a piano. At the age of 5, I started, I guess, playing, and by the age of 7, I started directing the choir at my uncle's church.
Okay. All right.
And I have pictures of that, you know. I'm glad there's still pictures around, you know. It was good to see that, and I started at the age of 7, directing the choir at my uncle's church, and from there, you know, I just kept going, you know.
Did you kind of grow up in a musical household?
Yes, yeah, I did. My godfather actually got me started directing. He directed the choir, and he sang in the community choir. Him and my sister. Actually, Pastor Anthony Macklin used to have a choir called VOI, Voices of Inspiration.
Okay, all right.
And the great Marvin McCoy and Mike McCoy. Marvin, they used to play for the choir when I was, I had to be, about 7, 8, 9, 10, something like that.
So Marvin and Mike were playing there.
Yeah, so I looked up to those guys. You know,
Okay, all right.
You know,
All right.
and,
Shout out to Marvin and Mike.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
My uncles. And so I used to follow them around and go to all the services and you know, hang out with the choir at choir rehearsal, and so they were my inspiration, you know, and it just grew from that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to school. Well, I went to high school at Suitland High School.
Okay, all right.
And
for some reason I thought you went to Duke Ellington, but
no, yeah. Well, there's a story about that too. But when I was, I guess, looking to go into high school, I had a teacher that told me I wouldn't make it in Duke Ellington because of the way I played.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
shout out to that teacher. Shout out to that teacher.
Yeah, she was an older lady, you know. And
Okay.
At the time, I didn't read music that well, and I played everything by ear. So I guess she figured I needed to learn to read very well to get into the school, which really wasn't the case. But anyway, God knows what He's doing.
Absolutely.
So, but I went to Suitland High School, and I studied. Actually, I was a science major there. Yeah, I was science biology major. You know.
All right. So you can cook it up too. Huh?
Yeah, well, I can blow up some stuff. But you know, I also I did participate in the music part of school. I was the keyboard player for the choir, gospel choir. I played for the pep band and the jazz band. So, and the years that I was there when Marsalis came by, and came to the school.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to meet him, but he was there, and so I was involved in music, but I was a science major in Suitland High School, and so that's my high school years.
I got you.
Yeah.
When did you decide that this is it? Like, this is what I'm going to do?
Oh yeah,
I got to do this.
Yeah, I got a story about that too.
Okay.
So after high school, I was involved in trying to learn how to play jazz. I went to the public library and kind of stole the tapes, cassette tapes, but I took them back.
Okay.
I would take the cassette tapes and copy them and check them out. So went to GW University. After that, again, I was a pre-med major, studied biology, and my second semester, I met Dwayne Adele. Dwayne from UDC. Yeah. Met Dwayne, and he heard me play. I heard him play. I was blown away, man. This brother can play anything he hears.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Remember that guy?
Yeah. So I met him, at GW, and he heard me play. He's like, "Man, you need to go to UDC, man. You know, you got a lot of potential.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
Calvin Jones will straighten you out." I was like, "Really?" You know, I was like, "If you play like that, and you talking about going to UDC, I'm out of here."
Right.
You know, I was out. You know, I was
Shout
out.
out to UDC.
UDC,
Shout out to UDC.
yeah.
We both UDC graduates.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah.
Firebirds.
Yeah, Firebirds. I got
So-
to get past there. Give me some alumni stuff.
Yeah. So, went to UDC,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I knew that's what I wanted to do. When I met Dwayne Liddell,
Okay.
that's when I knew this is exactly what I wanted to do for a living.
All right.
And met him, and then went to UDC, man.
All right.
And Calvin Jones, you know.
Talk about Calvin Jones.
Yeah, Calvin Jones, man. Was my professor. Great musician. He's the reason why I'm playing jazz,
Mm-hmm.
playing music. Not just a great musician, but
Sure.
a great person, and the father
figure.
Father figure, yeah.
Yeah, we all got them lessons.
Oh yeah.
We all got them lessons in his office. I remember.
Oh yeah, he would, say, "Man," I say, "Jones, man, I got a new car, man." "You got a new car? Okay, man, come in my office, man." Some of the simplest you get a new car.
Yeah, man.
Let me tell you, man.
Talk about it. Yeah, man, yeah.
Say, "Look, man, you got a new car. Okay, look, go to my mechanic, man. You make sure you change your oil every 3,000 miles, or
Yeah.
if you don't have a mechanic, go to my mechanic. Tell him I sent you this and that, you
Yeah.
know." And even things about you having a girlfriend,
Come on in the office, man.
Come
We'll
in
talk about
Either he straightened me out about that,
Yeah, of course.
I won't go into that, but
Yeah.
he's food. You need, look, man, get this can of soup or
And
something.
the cat always had the groceries in his cubicle.
He always
Yeah,
had groceries,
man. Yeah,
man.
man.
So so he would feed you musically, but feed you just to, as a person too. He cared about you as a person, not just.
If you could sum up one of the most important lessons that Jones taught you, what would it be?
That's a good question. I would say just being prepared to be a professional.
Okay.
And everything. He had this thing about being prepared and being on time, being professional.
Mm-hmm.
He, introduced me to the musicians union, which I'm not a part of anymore. But that was important to him because he, integrated the union, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When it was white and black, he was kind of integrated the union. But just being professional and practicing, being prepared. Somebody call you for something. Make sure you check out the music and be prepared.
Okay.
Don't be jiving on music, because he would jump on your case if he thought you
Sure.
was,
Yep.
because he cared about you,
Yeah.
So
Close that door. Tell you.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, man, so
Yeah.
just be prepared and being professional,
All right. So talk a little bit about the show, the upcoming show with Mark and yourself and Tony.
Okay, so thanks to Phil Carter for even thinking about me.
Shout out to Carter.
Yeah,
Phil Carter.
Phil Carter, the man. So me and Tony and Maestro Tony and Maestro Mark Walker, we will be in concert June 11th.
June 11th. Okay.
June 11th, and I guess I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but that's just how it is. But I'm sure
I
whatever.
mean, when
we
you're
do,
that good, you just say, figure out maybe June 10th. Well, fellas, what y'all want to do tomorrow? It's like,
well,
you
I'm
gotta
the
be
one to
prepared now.
Yeah, you gotta
Jones,
be
so you gotta be prepared,
right. So we'll play some music, and I guess we all bring some music to the concert. And I guess what we want to do. I'm sure Tony has some music and Mark has some music, and we're gonna play together. I guess and we're gonna have a good time. Whatever we do, we're gonna have a good time.
Okay.
But these guys are professional, been doing it for years, so they can come into a concert and just be like, let's do this. And
You said they like you didn't include, like you didn't include you.
no, they can. Yeah, I'm just gonna be. I'm just gonna be there. And
So humble.
yeah,
Humble,
I'm gonna
right?
be there. Just checking them out. But it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a learning experience for me, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Can you give any advice to aspiring musicians? You young, let's talk two categories. Let's talk musicians who are novices, maybe beginners, and let's talk about people who are intermediate that might have it together, but but need to learn as much as they can in about a year's time.
Yeah, yeah.
What would your advice be for one category and then the other?
For people just starting out, I would say just just keep don't give up. I know sometimes it might feel like you're not growing, but if this is something you love to do, just keep hacking away. I mean, look like an iceberg, but just keep at it, and don't let nobody discourage you. Of course, there's always gonna be someone better. Always. So that's a given. So don't even look at that. Look at that as inspiration, but don't try to compare yourself to other people.
Right.
Go for what you're trying to do, and just keep learning. Learn, it's a process. You're never gonna get to the end, and just fall in love with the process of learning. And that's just in life. Just learning about life. Just the process of learning is important.
Yeah.
I find out that I'm a professor at UDC, so a lot of students don't.
Jazz program.
Yeah, the jazz program. Shout out to UDC. Students don't fall in love with the process of learning. They want to hurry up and get to the end. But when you get to the end, what else is there? So just keep learning. And
what about intermediates?
Intermediates.
I need to learn. They need to learn it. I got a year. I got to try to figure this out so I can.
Well, if you learn it in a year, let me know how you do it.
Right.
For people that have been doing it for a minute, same advice. Just keep going forward and just try to stay inspired. Don't ever feel like you've come to the end of it. Try to find something that inspires you to keep growing.
Okay.
For me, I know I'm still trying to learn. We were just talking. I'm just over here trying to learn a solo.
Right.
Kenny Kirkland solo.
Transcribing
and listening to a bunch of music. That's another thing. Like, stay open to listening to different musics.
What does Allyn Johnson listen to? What is Allyn Johnson? I mean, come on. I mean,
man, I try to.
When you listen, do you listen to for enjoyment, or are you always just listening at the technical aspect of stuff?
I can't. Well, I can't really listen for enjoyment in the sense of a layman's term, like as enjoyment. I may enjoy listening because there's something. If I'm listening to something I've never heard before, I'm like, man, what is that?
Right.
I'm always like kind of trying to break it down.
Yeah.
But that's the enjoyment for me.
Okay.
It's trying to figure out what's going on, and it's like I can never just like listen to music just just haphazardly. It's always like
it's always a process.
Yeah, it's always like trying to figure out what's going on. So sometimes
it's always background noise.
Yeah, I have to try to turn it off.
Yeah.
So
I can do
so just always listen to different musics and. I'm into country music. I like country music.
Okay.
People wouldn't even think I love country music.
Little cat from Southeast.
right. I'm from Southeast, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like country music. I like gospel. I like jazz, of course. I like blues. I like classical music.
Okay.
I mean, I listen to all kinds of music. I don't think there's any music I can't say I like all music, but I listen to.
You can appreciate it.
Yeah. So. Yeah, just be open because that's how you learn and bring different styles to your style. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I want to congratulate you, man.
Thank you.
Final thoughts. You got an anniversary coming up.
Yeah.
You've been in the game for what, a year now?
Yeah. Me and my wife.
Man.
Yeah.
I didn't think it could happen.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't.
Yeah.
But me and my wife. Denise, I love you.
Oh.
Mwah.
You can get in the house tonight.
right.
Sure you let him in.
Yeah. So we just had an anniversary, April 23rd.
Okay.
And we're going to LA next week.
Okay.
For the ASCAP convention.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
that's the reason why he can't do the show. So I decided I'm gonna come to him.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make it work.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. Congratulations, man, on the year anniversary, man. Yes. And before we go, man, plug your book, man. I know you got a book.
Yeah, I have a book. It's called Things That I Practice, and I just put these things together. When I practice, I write down I do a journal. I write a journal. I try to get my students to do this, but they don't. But anyway, I do a journal. I write down what I'm practicing, and so basically, this book is a collection of things over at least 10 years. Of things that I practice. So that's the name of the book, and it's on Amazon.
Okay.
And I put it out about 2 years ago. Thanks to Tyler Sherman for helping me put it together. Tyler Sherman. And yeah, so I'm probably going to work on a second edition. I got some other things I'm going to put in there. Just some, technical exercises and all kinds of things, that I've just been working on. So, yeah.
So, as we wrap up, just to know, this is Allyn Johnson is one of the baddest cats in the DMV. Arranger, producer, teacher, whatever you need. He's done work for me, and of course a lot of other people in the DMV. So just make sure if you need something, we'll make sure we get your contact info.
Oh, for sure.
So folk can reach out to you and touch on it. Are you on social media?
Oh yeah, well, I'm on Facebook all the time.
Okay, give us your information.
Allyn Johnson, Allyn Johnson. You hit me on Facebook. I have a website, Allyn Johnson, DivineOrder.com. Let me see. I'm not on. Well, I have an Instagram, but I'm not really on it.
Not yet. We're gonna get them on.
But yeah, and yeah, you can find me on Facebook for sure. Just inbox me.
So great having you again, man.
Yes, sir.
And
Thanks
we look forward to
me.
seeing you soon.
Yes,
June
sir.
11th.
June 11th.
All
Be
right.
there. Be
You'll be
square.
there. This is Alex Brown with Real Talk signing off.
Peace.
For more information on how to become a guest on Real Talk with Phillip Carter, or for general inquiries, please email us at realtalkwithphillipcarter@yahoo.com. Tune in next Monday for another edition of Real Talk with Phillip Carter.